Hello, everyone, and this is Shubhankar with me. We're in the fifth episode of Youth and Mind Power. We had two introductory videos. We also had four pillars of character thereafter: honesty, truthfulness, moral courage, and
Humility.
humility. These being the four pillars of character, and the numerous comments that I have received, I have read, or the messages I have got, actually brings me to the fact that why don't we discuss the first six videos, its impact overall, and thereafter go ahead. What do you think, Shubhankar?
Yeah, I think that's very important because it's very heavy content. All of these things they take time for you to actually understand, actually apply it in your daily life, and to see the macro picture as to how all of these four pillars, as we call it, how do they apply to your own life? How can you start imbibing it in all spheres of your life? That takes time. So I think a roundup is very, very necessary, sir.
So, do you have anything to start? And like we have been telling you earlier, we have no script. He has his points, I have my own points in my mind, and these are all candid videos. We talk in front of the camera. We don't even discuss amongst ourselves as to this is how we'll script it. There is nothing called script. To me, it is very easy because whatever you have heard me talking, looking into your eyes on camera, is what my exact life has been. That is how I have followed my life. I have absolutely nothing to hide, nothing to fear, and that's why I talk absolutely point blank and blunt. So, with this, what I will do is, rather than taking the thunder away from Shubhankar or whatever he wants to talk, I will hand over the entire discussion to him. Whatever he can make out of the first six episodes that we have already put, which includes two introductory, and I'll take on thereafter things that are going on in my mind. Yeah, Shubhankar.
Yeah, so the first I rewatched the first six episodes again before starting shooting this video, and that's about the preparation I did. I just noted down few points that I felt are coming out very, very clearly when you see all those six videos in succession. For those of you who have just seen Youth and Mind Power, maybe you've seen one odd episode, I will highly recommend that you watch all six episodes in that order that we put it in
Strict
the
order.
playlist.
Strict order.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that's how we've designed the entire flow of the episodes. For me, sir, once you see those six episodes in one go, there are three things that stand out the most. Number one is accountability. I must be accountable to myself. I can't blame anyone. I can't blame my parents for the way I am. I can't blame my spouse, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my friends, my social circle, society. You can't blame anyone. If there's something going wrong in your life, it's on you. If there's something going right in your life, that's on you as well. It's 100% accountability, and that's a framework that takes a lot of time for most people to take on, to really imbibe, because we're always ready to point the finger at someone else. I didn't succeed because uh, my parents didn't parent me correctly. My mom and dad screwed me up as a kid, or my spouse doesn't let me do what I really want to do. That's why I'm not following my passion. There's 100 different reasons, but the point is that unless you hold yourself accountable for your life, you always have a choice. That choice is not something that you can digest today, and probably that's why you're finding it okay to point fingers at someone else. But the number one thing that stands out is accountability. That's the journey. That's where you start your journey of everything that we have been talking about in this series. Secondly, the thing that stands out is self awareness. Unless you become self aware, you can't really chisel out the issues that you are facing in life. It might be something as simple as not being socially confident. When I was in high school, I just had two or three friends, and I found it really hard to interact with more than two people or three people at once, or just walk up to a new group and start and make new friends. I was just socially very awkward. So it took me a lot of time to get through that. The process that I found for myself was that I needed to be much more self aware. And that self awareness, once it came with a lot of riders. It makes you uncomfortable. You don't want to take criticism. You're always, you want to believe that you're the best. But the fact is that you are not. No one is the best. You need to make yourself better every single day. And self awareness is something that everyone needs to some degree improve on, because that's not something that we are, I would say, biologically designed to optimize for. Everyone wants to just say that, I know everything, I'm the best, I don't have any flaws, even though they have the flaws. And that's where these insecurities come in. So don't shy away from pain, don't run away from pain. Actually think and use that pain to reflect where you're going wrong, what your issues are, what your problems are, how you can become a better person and keep on growing. That's growth mindset. That's something that we've talked about in one of the previous videos, I think, or one of the videos that we're going to be releasing soon. So that's number two. Number three was that you need to set a direction for your life. So you're accountable to yourself. Very good. You've also decided that uh, you have been working on your self awareness. You're quite okay with criticism, with talking to friends, becoming a better person. The number, the third thing that you need to also do is set a direction for yourself. If, like Colonel Pandey says in one of the introductory videos, and something that I have done following his advice, you simply need to think of the person you want to be 5 years from now or 10 years from now. Write a list of things, characteristics that you want to be known for, and just read that list every single day, practice it every single day. Now, it sounds very simple in theory, but it really is not. You're going to be faced with so many challenges in trying to do all of these things. You're going to fail as well trying to do all of these things, because that's part of the learning process. So don't give up. Just keep on doing it. Keep on analyzing where you're going wrong, where you're making the mistakes. Make sure you don't do those again. But, sir, just to conclude, I think those three things stood out for me: being accountable to yourself, not pointing the finger at anyone else, being self aware, and third, setting a direction for yourself. Over to you, sir. I'm done.
Yeah, I get what Shubhankar is saying. I am going to actually tackle this in slightly different way. If you have gone through the introductory 1, thereafter introductory 2, and thereafter the 4 episodes, which are on honesty, humility, moral courage, and I always forget the mix of the fourth one,
Truthfulness.
truthfulness. Why are we having this as one package? Where is it that I'm going to be taking you? What is our ultimate destination? Unless you know, these videos are going to be of no use to you. That's why when Shubhankar says that please watch them in strict seniority, there is a purpose, because we have laid down the whole journey. And I call the journey as a person to becoming a personality, to becoming a leader. Everything is to make you a leader. Today we search for leaders. We go and attend lectures because there is a guest who has been invited who is going to be talking on leadership. I have always wondered in my life, you don't talk about leadership. You live leadership. You breathe leadership. You and leadership are as much as you are comfortable with the air which is around you, which you don't see. No one makes a leader. You make a leader out of yourself. No one makes a person leader just because he climbed a particular mountain with the troops and he sacrificed his life there and he gets a Paramveer Chakra, or he survives, he gets a Mahavir Chakra, and thereafter it's only lectures because he's a leader. No, I think it's a very, very misplaced understanding of leadership. Assumption that only military officers make finest of leaders is again one of the biggest misplaced understanding of leadership. No, that is not how the leader is made. There is a leader in everyone. There is a leader in you. The thing is that our definition of leadership has been changed so much that we have been given to understand that when we listen to or attend a guest lecture and we note down the points, okay, these are the qualities of good leader, and thereafter we go and give an exam. And again, we do the leadership question very well. So we are going to become good leaders. You don't become a leader like that. You are living your leadership every day. The problem is, do you know what your leadership is? What makes a leader? It's the personality which ultimately makes a leader. And what is this personality? There are some more attributes which a person must have to convert himself into a personality. So, who this person must be? Who this person is? This person is someone who has got very strong foundation of character, and it is these founding pillars, I will say, of character that the episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 are there for: truthfulness, humility, honesty, and moral courage. Like I told you, none of these need to be taught by your parents or teacher or anyone or a guest lecturer. There is no age when you start this. You start it from your childhood, from the time you start understanding outside world. 14 years, 15 years of age. Truthfulness, do you have to ask your father or mother that whether you can lie or you can state the truth? Do you require your parents for moral courage? Do you require them to ask whether you should be honest or not? Or do you require someone's permission to be humble? All this is a you. You don't require anyone else to teach you all this. So, when you talk about self awareness, when you talk about accountability, when you talk about direction setting, what are you doing exactly, Shubhankar? What you are doing is, because you had these four pillars sorted out very, very nicely, very early on in life. So you wrote down that 5 years from now, this is what I want to be seen as. I don't want anyone to call me a liar. I don't want anyone to call me arrogant. I don't want anyone to call me dishonest. I don't want anyone to say that I lack moral courage. So, what do? I simply, each day's action, whatever I have done in the day, even if it is wrong, I carry out my analysis in the night before I go to sleep, that this all things happened today. I did this. Did I do it correctly? And was that within the parameters of the character that I have written for myself, that I want to be seen as 5 years from now? So let's talk about the first, the four major pillars. Where exactly do you stand? Where exactly do you rate yourself? Now, assuming that you have got all this correct and you spent few years developing all this and you are satisfied with yourself. So this means now we need to go to the next step where I, as an individual, must establish my credibility. When I say credibility, it means that any person who talks about me behind my back, with me, or he is in talks with me as a friend, as a colleague, as a peer, as anything for that matter, he must value my opinion and he must trust what I say. So it simply means that your credibility has improved. Now you'll ask me, how does credibility get made? Credibility has four mandatory components. First is character. This has already been taken care of by those four pillars. More or less, it has been taken care of. Thereafter comes commitment. What do I do of that character, which is 10 on 10 on all the four, but the person has got zero commitment? Zero commitment to everything? Do you want such a man? So, this means I need to be committed to whatever I do. Whatever, let it be studies, let it be cooking, let it be learning, let it be house help, let it be assisting parents, anything as a child or anything as a youth, whatever I'm doing, I have to be committed.
Yeah.
Third, I must develop capability first and foremost at the level with which I am working, and I must always strive to be more capable by trying to achieve something over and above my level. This means this is the third thing, that is capability. If it is not there, 365 days you have to continuously see how do I upskill myself in everything, whether it is work, whether it is character, whether it is commitment, anything for that matter. How do I continuously improve and increase my capability? And last thing is contribution. If I have character, if I have commitment, if I have capability, but I do not have the intent of contributing to an organization, is there any point? There is no point at all. If I am going to contribute only as much as that benefits me, to get me my promotion, to get me my posting, to get me my award, to get everything for myself, then who have you contributed to? Have you contributed to the organization? Have you contributed to others? Have you contributed towards the progress of your juniors, your peer group, the weaker people? Now, what has happened? The earlier four pillars now forming a personality. So, we talk about character, we talk about commitment, we talk about capability, and we talk about contribution. So once you get into this very strongly, so suddenly what has happened is suddenly you will now see the whole thing now becomes a rounded personality. This is the core. This is the core of a human being. Now you are being seen as an individual by the outside world. People now form opinion on what you are. And this is how you come to the doorstep of leadership. So, this means you have the basic ingredient to become a leader. Now, please pay attention to what I'm saying now. A youth will say, I will do all this. And this is a question which I was asked by one of the persons on the Twitter today. He asked me that the entire competition in corporate is all about showing off yourself, that you show off. He says, then how do I benefit by showing my character when other person is showing off and going ahead? He's right, absolutely.
You don't.
My point is, the youth actually will be confused after seeing our videos. If we follow them, we are not going to get what we want. Because there are other people who have found better ways to rise up the ladder.
I think the answer to that is simply that you will lose in the micro, but you will win in the macro.
Absolutely right. You will lose in the short term, you will gain in the long term.
Yeah.
Before we close this video, the last thing that I will tell you, whatever I have told you about the four pillars and whatever I have told you about the personality, first apply it to your immediate senior, apply it to his immediate senior and his senior or his boss. You apply it. You start rating them on that. And
Apply it to your mom and dad. I think this is going to make us very unpopular though. But yeah, do it. They do like
You do it.
the elder people in your life, people you look up to. Anyway, if you're
Absolutely.
a college kid, look up if you look up to a particular senior, apply it with them. If you look up to your mom and dad, apply it to them and just see where they stand on this scale.
You are 18 plus, you are adult. You are equal to a 80-year-old guy, please. So you are equal. So apply this to everyone up the hierarchy. And let me tell you, suggest them that all the videos that we have in absolute strict seniority, exactly in that order, to play it to that organization with the head of the organization sitting over there. And this is the challenge I am giving you. You want us to come there, me to come there, I'll come and stand there on the stage. I want the head of the organization sitting there and all our videos from introductory 1 to be shown on the screen with 100% people sitting. The person who has got the courage to do it, that head of the organization who has got courage to do it, I will salute that man because that is a leader. How many will do it? Think over it. And on to our next video now.
Yeah.
Right, Shubhankar? Thank you, everyone, and a goodbye.